Hi guys, Harry Otis here, professional trader for 20 years. Started my career way back in 2005, still alive in 2026. All right. Well, today is Groundhog Day. Basically carbon copy of everything that's been happening for the past, 1 month, 2 months. Okay, we are currently in the last 2 days of March, this being Monday. This candle right here, Monday, March the 30th. We have one more day in March. What is a brutal month. It's all about the war, of course, and S&P 500. Okay, it's all about that. We are down basically like 10% nonstop. We're down like since this point in time, since the SPY was at 693 in the end of February, we're down like about 10%. We're at 631, 632 almost close, but aftermarket we're a bit lower. So basically, waterfall. Very, very rare to see a waterfall with very little pullback. Down 10, 9, 10%, whatever you want to call it, with very little bounce. Okay, all because of fear, maximum fear. Okay, so let's go to the technical situation. Of course, bearish. Once we closed below this big 652, 653-ish support, bearish. Okay, so the technicals are saying bearish, and if we put in the moving averages here, you can see we're still trading below the 200, even though it's upward sloping. The rest are going down. This is like a knife through butter through these moving averages. Okay, so we're still in bearish technical territory. Let's get rid of the moving averages. We're in bearish technical territory, and the sentiment, which we always pair it together, is 9. We're literally at extreme fear on every sub-index in the game. Every index, sub-index that makes up the fear and greed index is at extreme fear. We're at 9. So we're very, very close to like a bounce. We just don't know when. We just don't know how this or how low this technical, I would say this capitulation move is going to happen, because it's just everybody is fearful. Okay, it's all about this. Okay, Brent oil heads for a record monthly surge. WTI settles above 100 for the first time. So all negative news. WTI 100 for the first time since 2022. It's like a technical level. Okay, so let's go to the oil, because that's what it's all about. Okay, we are having oil break out above this level. We thought we had a bearish engulfing, but technicals don't overpower the fundamentals. Fundamentals always win. So here we thought we could have turned lower, but no. Boom, boom. 2, 3, 4 days last week, we brought to the highs, and today on Monday we're at 105, 104.90. Okay, so very, very, we broke this level higher. Okay, so this is very, very like fear induced. Okay, we're going back to this spike high of like 120ish on WTI. So very, very scary. Okay, everybody's in maximum fear. Everybody's short. Everybody has sold or either is short. Okay, but like we're saying, it's very, very stretched. Okay, if we bring in the moving averages, you see here the price action is up, and the RSI and MACD, if you will, are down. This is negative divergence. We don't know how. It doesn't have to play out, meaning that it doesn't have to go down, okay, or quickly. But if it does go down, a breakout to highs that doesn't sustain is very, very bearish. Okay, but it just goes to show you that we are in stretch conditions. They could get more stretched, but we are in stretch conditions, and you can see that in the SPY as well. Okay, this is my whole point. Like, if we go into an intraday chart, let's say the 15-minute chart of SPY, okay, we see the same story. Okay, there's capitulation type selling, and we have positive divergence. Price action is lower. Meanwhile, the RSI and the MACD is going higher. We see that in the 30-minute time frame, same thing. 45. Not so much. We don't see it in the high, maybe in the 1 hour. No, 1 hour is just oversold. Okay, so we don't have to get to that point. If you look at the even the 4-hour chart, you can see that it's just down. Okay, and what I wanted to point out is that when we had the taper tantrum, when the market just flushed for 3 days all the way down in the 4-hour chart, we didn't have positive divergence. It was just a straight oversold before bouncing higher. So we don't know when this condition of overselling will, overselling there is no real term. This capitulation type selling, we just don't know when it'll be over. Okay, levels don't matter. Somebody has to step up sometime. It's not happening now because oil is still going higher. It all depends on that. So I could easily say, okay, the next level here on SPY is the 612, which was like a big support since February 2025. It could hit that. We will get very, very extreme conditions, but it could just rip through it like a knife through butter, like it did through this tariff tantrum. So we just don't know. We have to stay on the sidelines and wait. Just have to wait. Even though I am long, I have longer term options that expire in June. I took some shorter term long positions because, I'm willing to take a little stab at the dark here because I think that whatever happens, we are going to get some kind of snapback rally. Okay, we need some kind of catalyst, some kind of good news, whatever it is. Any piece of good news that comes out will spike this market. And if it's really good news, like oil could be down 10, 20%, and this market could be up 5% in a day, which is a big move. Okay, so we get these wicked snapback rallies. I was expecting one to happen, maybe not today. Today I was expecting a gap down open and then a recovery. We didn't get that. We get a gap up right at the 640 support, which is resistance now, and then back to new lows. So it just goes to show you that the selling is not done. What you want to see at this point, what you want to see is bad news, because we keep having bad news. Like this is record bad news. WTI settles above 100 for the first time. This is record bad news. It's getting people to buy oil on a quote unquote breakout. Okay, so you're going even longer. What we want to see is these bad news and the market discounting it, like it's just washed out. Okay, that would be very, very nice. Even though we see no progress on the war, if we see some kind of bad news and the market just doesn't do anything, goes meh, I don't care anymore, then you'll know that we're washed out. Okay, so right now we could continue to go lower. As long as WTI goes up, this could go lower and drift lower, but there will come a time when it'll stop. There will come a time when the market has had enough and it's going to say, okay, that's crazy. We're down 10%, we're down 12%, we're down 15%. I don't know what it is. It's time to buy. And people will come in and buy. Just don't know when that is. So that's it. It's Groundhog Day. Repeat. Let's see what happens on the last day of the month. That's coming out tomorrow. Okay. So far, there's going to be a shortened holiday week, but let's see if some optimism comes into the market, because right now all I see is massive, massive pessimism, and that's why I'm taking a little bit stabs here and there at small longs. Okay, extra longs. Okay, I still have my positions in miners, etc., but I took some extra positions going along in the SPY and in a particular stock that I mentioned in my YouTube channel yesterday. I think you know what that might be. All right, so later, guys. Look forward to the end of the month and what happens going forward.